Howdy everyone, Locity here, back in action for more Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Episode 3 Attraction. That's right, we're going to take on the Inherited Turnabout. And honestly, I have no idea what's going to go on here, but I'm assuming that's not Edgeworth. With that being said, let's go. What's for dessert today?
Catherine Hall
and Jeff Masters' Piece of Cake.
Macaroons and waffles, light and fluffy shavon cake. Happiness for one and all, the sweetest temptation. There, where? Over there! Take a peek inside the oven. Look! It's freshly baked desserts! Let's cook again today. This program sure brings back memories. Gregory, tomorrow I'm heading towards that fateful place with your son. To find out the truth of 18 years ago. April 2nd, 10:05 a.m., Zodiac Art Gallery, Fountain Patio. I'm gonna say foundation. Mr. Shields, isn't it about time you told me what this is all about? Why did you bring me to this museum with you? You're not busy now, are you, Miles? I thought it would be nice if we could share the romance of the constellations together. I beg your pardon, but I would like to leave. Sorry, it was just a joke! Did you know about the final case your father worked on? The IS-7 incident? Yes. Madrid von Karma showed it to me immediately after I became a prosecutor. I reviewed the case file again last night after you invited me here. And while I don't remember it very well, I also had been to attendance at the trial back then. When I was young, I loved watching my father do battle in a courtroom. During that trial, it was my father, the defense attorney, Gregory Edgeworth, against my former mentor, Prosecutor Madrid von Karma. And while the trial ended with the defendant being declared guilty. I see. So you were there too, at Gregory's final trial. In that case, I'll cut to the chase and tell you what you want to know. The truth about the SI-7 incident. It happened 18 years ago, during the winter. All the buildings were covered in snow, coating the entire town like a layer of frosting. And it was in this very place that the incident occurred. This is all before Uncle Ray became a defense attorney. 18 years ago. Woo! December 24th, 5 p.m. Detention Center, Visitor's Room. Well, it's not Christmas yet. That means it's not Christmas. Mr. Edgeworth, this request sure was sudden, don't you think? Indeed. We were contacted immediately after the client was arrested. My name is Gregory Edgeworth. I'm the defense attorney. I brought my assistant Raymond with me to meet our client, but A murder on Christmas Eve? This is just too much. Ah, in the darkness, a miraculous meeting. Welcome, one and all, to the visitors' room. Amazing, so this is what meeting a client is like. All happened so suddenly, I was completely surprised. I'm almost surprised. 1,000 pardons for startling you. I am merely expressing my happiness through song. Welcome, one and all. I greatly appreciate you coming. So you're the client for this case? Indeed. My name is Gregory Edgeworth. I'm a defense attorney. I will be representing you in court. This is my assistant, Raymond Shields. Nice to meet you. I'll do my best to help you. Relax, Raymond. Please excuse his jitters. He's working part-time at the office as my apprentice. I thought I'd let him assist me in this investigation. So Mr. Gregory and Raymond, correct? I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. My job involves saving my clients from crimes in which they were falsely accused. First, I should determine if he was truly innocent. First, I would like to know more about you. I have forgotten to introduce myself. My name is Jeffrey Master. What, you mean you're Master Jeffrey? The world's greatest pastry chef. Chef Master? The Master Chef? Yes, I am honored that you have heard of me. All my fans call me Master Jeff. Wowzers, I'm totally starstruck. I can't believe I get to meet Master Jeff. Raymond seems to know quite a bit about Mr. Master. Master Jeff makes fantastic desserts while putting on a show and dance show. What's for dessert today? Macaroons and waffles! Light and fluffy Chevin cake! Happiness for one and all! The sweetest temptations! There! Where? Over there! Take a peek inside the oven! Look, it's freshly baked desserts! I got caught up in that song myself. I'm so happy that I got to sing with Master Jeff. It's my dream come true. Oh, and thank you. I am happy to hear that as well. Mr. Masters. Raymond. Shall we return to the matter at hand? Yes, of course. My sincerest apologies for making you wait. Now, where should we start? First, I'm going to present my badge to you. Thank you very much for accepting my request to serve as my defense attorney. The scale engraved on this badge represents truth and fairness. As long as you are innocent, I will see to it that you receive a fair verdict. But please, trust your fate in me and wait patiently. Yes! Thank you for your assistance! What about you, Mr. Masters? You're the world's greatest pastry chef, but you are also skilled in song and dance? Yes, when I'm having a good time, my body just moves to the rhythm by itself. You seem to enjoy making desserts from the bottom of your heart. Oh, if you don't have a good time making desserts, You won't make anything good. Creating desserts that bring happiness to one and all is my purpose in life. Master Jeff's desserts are practically works of art. They sparkle and look so delicious. It's famous for its dreamlike desserts. Bring happiness to all with his dreamlike desserts, huh? About your case. The incident occurred in your estate, is that correct? Yes. That's where the great dessert contest was being held. It seems the body was discovered in one of my creations. They found it in one of your... They found it in one of your desserts? For that reason, I was arrested by the detective in charge of the initial investigation. I would never do something as vile as robbing someone of their life. I am certain that the police will also realize that they have made a mistake. Really? Do you know anything about the victim? He was a man named Isaac Dover. He was one of the competitors in the contest. He was a wonderful man who made desserts of the highest beauties. Why did he have to die? I see. Shirley seems to be grieving over the victim's death. I believe I have a sufficient understanding of Mr. Master's personality. Mr. Master, before I accept your request, there is one final matter I must confirm. You did not kill Mr. Dover? Can I take your word for it? Yes, that is correct. I did not kill him. No matter what happens, I would never take another person's life. Those are the eyes of a liar. I understand. I believe you. Thank you very much for taking the time to talk with us. The pleasure is all mine. I'm grateful to speak with someone other than a detective. Next, we shall begin our investigation of the crime scene. We will report back with our findings once we have finished. Mr. Gregory, Raymond, I wish you good luck. December 24th, 6 p.m. Contest venue. Fountain Patio. I wanted to say foundation again. I don't know what's with that word. Well, it sure is cold outside. I didn't expect it to be snowing this hard. Indeed. A blizzard like this will probably not clear up for a while. But even so, this mansion is But even so, this mansion is ginormous. So is this what Master Jeff's place is like, huh? You're going to hold a contest in your own home. You need this much space after all. La la! Welcome! Thank you for coming! Ah! Oh my, are you okay? I'm so very sorry. Would you happen to be Monsieur Edgeworth? Yes, I am Gregory Edgeworth. And I'm his assistant, Raymond Shields. Greetings and welcome, Monsieur Edgeworth and Monsieur Shields. Please call me Catherine Hull. I am in charge of the household affairs of this estate, and I'm almost a Monsieur's master's assistant. No way! You're the famous cat, aren't you? You know of me? Of course I do. I see you on TV all the time. I'm a big fan of piece of cake. Oh goodness! I'm glad to hear that you're a fan. Tell me, what is this piece of cake? It's a TV show that's hugely popular with the kids. Master Jeff and Kat sing and dance while they make delicious treats. Just like this. What's for dessert today? Cookies and caramel! Rich and feathery cream puffs! Let's make it together! A delectable paradise! Here, there, everywhere! You just open up the oven! Now it's time for dessert! Oh, Monsieur Shields, that was incredible! I always practice along with the show. Maybe I should tell my son about this show. Man, doing this dance repeatedly sure works up your appetite. Ah, pardon my inconsideration. I've forgotten to take care of our guests. Please relax and have some tea. They actually have a little clattering thing that's kind of cutesy. Oh, this is some fine Cillian tea. I heard the aroma of citrus does wonders for your concentration. I see, but this is what Cillian tea smells like. These sauces are chilled. Yes, they help cool the tea more quickly for people who are bad with hot beverages. I see. These teacups also have a wonderful design. Oh, thank you very much. They are one of the few pride and joys of our estate, ordered directly from France. They were made by the famed sculptor Pierre Uncut. They were my absolute favorite articles of tableware. Seem to greatly appreciate this man's work. Yes, they are like treasures to me. He appears to be very honest about what she likes. Thank you, Miss All. But it's time for us to move on to business. Are there any details that you could give us about the incident? You're right. I sometimes get so distracted at welcoming guests that I forget myself. To tell the truth, I was the one who discovered Monsieur Dover's body. So you were the first one to discover the body? Is it true the body was discovered in one of Mr. Master's desserts? Yes, it was during the judging of the great dessert contest. I heard the sound of something breaking from Monsieur Master's room. Monsieur Master? Are you in here? Ah! When I look inside the room, I saw Monsieur Dover's body inside the treasure chest. Thank you very much. Sorry to have made you recall such painful memories. No, I should be one apologizing for not being much help. Now then, I believe it's time for us to start investigating the crime scene. Monsieur Edgeworth, Monsieur Shields, please find some way to save Monsieur Master. Monsieur Master is not someone who will commit murder. Yes, of course. Just leave it to us. Then I shall entrust it to you. If you'll excuse me, I have to continue serving tea to the other inspectors. Raymond, let's head to the crime scene. Yes, sir, Mr. Edgeworth. December 24th, 6:30 p.m. Contest venue, Master's Room. Oh wow, we actually have the old detective from the last Ace Attorney Investigations game. Neat. Whoa, this whole thing is made of chocolate. Can't believe I'm actually seeing Master Jeff's desserts up close. Was this not the scene of the crime? I admit, I do If the... Well, that's not the scene of the Well, that's not the scene of the murder. I admit, I too would have delighted in this occasion. Now that you reminded me it's a murder scene, I'm getting shivers down my spine. Perhaps it's because this room is cool to begin with? Now that you mention it, this room really is cold. Never expected the defense attorney to show up so early. Pleased to meet you. I'm Jeff Masters' defense attorney, Gregory Edgeworth. This is my assistant, Raymond. How do you do? Detective Daryl Bat. Homicide. Mr. Bat, the detective in charge of this case. A man of a few words. It's kind of bitter. He ate the paper. He likes to digest his memos in his stomach as well as his mind. It's just a strange habit of his. Please don't be too concerned. It'd probably be too much to ask him to be concentrated at all. More importantly, Detective Bad, would you give us permission to participate in the investigation? Permission denied. Why? Mr. Edgeworth is Master Jeff's defense attorney. Defense attorneys plan false evidence. Try and get their not guilty verdict. I don't want their kind to disturb the crime scene. Mr. Edgeworth would never use false evidence to defend his client. Can't trust that, coming from a defense attorney. The police still suspect Mr. Master, even after the investigation. If we didn't, we wouldn't have him arrested him. I believe Mr. Masters is innocent. That's why I have to I believe Mr. Masters is innocent. That's why I have to come to investigate. Believing in his innocence without investigating the crime scene. How naive. That's why I would like your permission to investigate. By investigating the crime scene, I want to assert if my thinking was naive or not. Huh! So you don't intend to leave until you've investigated the crime scene? Yes. Fine then. I'll give you permission to investigate the crime scene. Thank you. But I'll be accompanying you. Can't trust you defense attorneys at all. You understand that. You can begin your investigation. That's a lollipop? I'm a little surprised myself. Alright, let's begin the investigation. Raymond, be sure to take notes on the case. Leave it to me, Mr. Edgeworth. Just begin already. Okay, buddy. Let's see what you have to say. I like how he's immediately our partner. What? Let me present that to you. Working with defense attorneys isn't worth it. They go through the crime scene as they please, and interpret their finding in their favor. Do you also feel that way about me? You didn't confirm or deny it. You were just like, bruh. Just like, whatever. Alright, let's talk to you. This is an actual crime scene! I'm so excited! This isn't a game, Raymond. Please be more serious. Yes, sir! I'm taking a memo right now. Oh, what exactly are you writing? I'm copying down this dessert or receipt. Over here. Freeman, please be more serious. Yes, sir! Okay, then. Let's talk to them. What are you investigating? Sir, I'm checking the temperature of the stream. What have you learned? Sir, the stream has warm water. The stream is connected to the fountain on the patio and runs through every room. An unusual construction for a room. The minds of the rich will never understand. Okay. What about over here? Was there nothing suspicious in that cupboard? No, sir! There was something. Oh, no. Only things like cooking burners and tableware were placed here. I see. Defense attorney. Was there nothing that you noticed? No? So you did not notice something. Oh wait, so you did notice something. Oh, no. I didn't notice anything. Everyone's always giving replies that are difficult to understand. I think it's your way of asking that's bad. Alright, let's look at these. Is this just all chocolate? It appears to be a display of selling equipment. There's also the possibility that one of these is the murder weapon. No, it looks like these pieces were made of chocolate. Can't beat someone to death with these. Misleading. At any rate, they all have such good workmanship that they look just like the real thing. It really speaks about the level of skill Mr. Masters has in his craft. Oh, there's this dude. Who are you? Excuse me, but are you... My apologies. I was meditating. What did you ask, sir, detective? Actually, I'm a defense attorney. My name is Gregory Edgeworth. I'm his assistant, Raymond. Pardon my late introduction. My name is Dane Gustavia. I am one of the pastry chefs participating in this contest. What kind of desserts do you make, Mr. Gustavia? My specialty is making desserts out of candy. Ah! What a cute seahorse! It was meant to be a dragon, dancing in the sky. Hey, this is a dragon? I think it would fit better in the ocean than in the sky. I know all too well the design is my weak point. I plan to study design and undergo training in Xingfa once things settle down here. Probably shouldn't touch the subject of design any further. Mr. Gustavia, if you aren't related to the investigation, why are you in this room? The detective wanted to know more about the desserts in this room, so he asked me to come. Since he's one of the contestants, he might know something. First, here you go. That badge has a rather artistic design. My craftsman's spirit is shaking. Mind if I borrow it for a while? Sorry. This is rather important to me. It would be unbearable if it got hurt in the candy making process. Alright, Dan Gustavia. Mr. Gustavia, those instruments you use are quite unusual. These instruments are called candy pumps, and they pump air into the candy. They kind of look like swords. That's so cool. Indeed, ever since I began using them, no day has gone by where I didn't receive a burn or wound. That's why I wear red clothes. Not a single stain will ever show on me. This is something that actually happens a lot with cooks and whatnot. My brother used to be a line cook and like was in restaurants like how to say Olive Garden and such, and like he get burned all the time. It was ridiculous, just how much that he just like, oh yeah, this is a burn, this is too, and I'm like, bro, how did you even get burned like that? He's like, I don't even notice. This is like, what? So yeah, cooks, I admire your dedication because holy shit, I can't do your job. Making desserts is serious business. I'm always training. Does he injure himself because he hasn't trained enough? Can you tell me about the great dessert contest that was held here? From the looks of this room, it seems the desserts weren't just for eating. The exposition Sir Master held was a contest in the art of dessert. The art of dessert. Desserts that are true works of art, made solely out of edible materials. The works of art in this room are all made from desserts. Now that you mention it, the whole room is filled with the smell of chocolate. Sir Masters exhibits great talent in both flavor and design. If you're not able to surpass Sir Masters in flavor and design, you will not be able to win. Being the world's greatest pastry chef is pretty odd, isn't it? In other words, if I can surpass Sir Masters, I shall become the world's greatest pastry chef. That was the prize of this contest. The prize is the title of the world's greatest. In addition to that, there's also Sir Master's Treasured Angels recipe. You want to learn more about the contest? Just look at this piece of paper. These were the rules that were given to the participants of the contest. Oh? About the case, then? Sorry, but I do not know much about that incident. I only learned about the incident from the judging had finished. How was the contest judging I carried out? Let's see. The master started judging at 3 p.m. Starting from my room, the judging proceeded in the clockwise direction. I used the room to the right of Sir Master's room, which is the room we're in now. Next, the room with a female pastry chef named Lucia was judged. A female pastry chef? What kind of person is she? She's a frightening woman who would do anything to achieve her goal. I heard she used lots of cream to make a fantasy-themed dessert. And lastly, Sir Dovin's room was judged. His work were frozen statue made from sherbet. I'll discover the body. I'll discover the body in the middle of Gustava's judging. She panicked, and because she immediately notified the police, Master continued judging without knowledge that the body had been discovered. As a result, Master, Judge Dovin's room, Dovin's absence. Seems we have plenty of room to suspect Masters. Locking in information. Probably too early to object. By the way, Detective Bad, what were you talking to Mr. Gustava about earlier? I was asking him about chocolate frame hanging on that wall. I thought something was missing. I thought if I asked someone who knew a lot about desserts, I could get an answer. So thanks to your arrival, still haven't gotten my answer yet. Well then, since you've been waiting for so long, we could just ask him about it right now. I guess you don't understand sarcasm. Mr. Gustavo, can you assist us with this matter? I train in the art of desserts. Oh. I train in the art of desserts every day. You have a question about desserts? Please do not hesitate to ask. Thank you very much. It's about this. You can make such a beautiful picture out of chocolate? As expected of Master Jeff. Is this really chocolate? It looks like an actual picture to me. Impressive, Sir Attorney. You noticed well. This picture of Angel is not a dessert, but rather the Angel's recipe. The Angel's recipe? The prize for the contest. Eh? This picture isn't made of chocolate? Indeed. Within this chocolate frame lies a recipe book. Sir Master told everyone when he explained the rules of the contest to us in this room. The contestants knew the recipe was here. How about it? This frame. Don't you think it's missing something? This must be what the detective, Bad, was asking Mr. Gustavo about earlier. This chocolate frame, there does seem to be a part that's missing. That's what's been bothering me about all this. What's missing? Let me show Raymond the part of the chocolate frame that's missing. It's right here. Oh, there's also a problem here. Look closely at this part of the decorations. You see that one of them is missing. It's true! It's different from the other decorations. This imperfection, balance in the decorations is not like Sir Master. Upon closer examination, it seems this frame is not the only one of missing parts. We need to investigate further. All the desserts in this room each have one part missing. Whoa! The candle holder and the ceiling tools are all damaged as well. Someone tampered with the crime scene. Perhaps. Maybe. Master vandalized the room himself to fool us. Master Jeff wouldn't do that sort of thing to his desserts. Emperor desserts. Wonder if they were connected to the incident. Won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. So there's this too. That's confusing. These fingerprints are... These are unidentified fingerprints. We don't know who they belong to, since no fingerprints were left behind. Finger marks without fingerprints. These might be related to the case. It's a mystery. He was probably wearing gloves. Detective Bad lacks dreams and romance. I don't think there are dreams or romance at a murder place. Ouch! Are you alright, Raymond? This room is way too cold! The fountain patio isn't very warm either. This room certainly is cold. You want to wear my coat? Nope, I'm fine. Because there's something that you promised to give me when I became a defense attorney. That's right. Why is the temperature turned down so low? It's been turned down in order to maintain the chocolate's temperature. Why don't you try opening the panel cover on that wall? Panel cover? Whoa, there's a secret panel hidden in there. This control panel is installed in all the rooms the master prepared. So as not to distract from the dessert's presentation, the cover was closed to conceal it. What does the panel do? It allows you to change the temperature and the lighting in the room. In order to preserve any type of dessert, it could go down to about 22 Fahrenheit. The room would be like a freezer. It's set to 59 Fahrenheit! No wonder I thought it was cold! Detective Bad? Yeah, I'm not allowed to change the temperatures, am I? Preserving the crime scene. It's the foundation of being a detective. But no, I'm not a detective! Defense attorney can't recklessly damage a crime scene either. Indeed, Sir Assistant. Enduring hardship is also a part of training. In order to preserve chocolate, 59 Fahrenheit to 64 Fahrenheit is the ideal temperature. The ideal temperature for chocolate, as expected the dessert chef. No, it is but a trifle. This is basic knowledge that anyone should know, if they're a dessert chef. So what's the ideal temperature for candy and fresh cream? As long as you watch out for humidity in hot temperatures, candy shouldn't melt. For fresh cream, about 50 Fahrenheit is the ideal temperature. You need to watch out for the melting and hot temperatures for candy. I see. Detective Bad, he seems a bit happy when they could talk about candy. Candy, one of his favorite things. I already checked this area earlier, but it never hurts to take another look. Well, we see this too. Dessert, shape of a candle holder. Huh. Title light of my life. Seems that one of these important lights isn't lit. Is it symbolic or... I don't think anything's missing for the coil stuff, but we should check this. Seems the control panel could change the temperature and the color of the lights in this room. The colors are red, yellow, green, blue, cyan, and white. This shit is a lot. This room's temperature is 59 Fahrenheit. And the lights are set to white. It's because the works in this room are made of chocolate. By using white light, the chocolate could stand out. For Mr. Master, everything in this room is probably a piece of art. Was there anything else here? I guess we could examine this. This picture is of an angel. It's not a dessert, but rather the angel's recipe. Angel's recipe. The prize for the contest. Indeed. The recipe book is inset with the chocolate frame. Sir Master told this to everyone when he explained the rules of the contest in this room. The contestants knew the recipe was here. I guess we examine this spot. The captain's log of a car chocolate ship is also made of chocolate. Seems its title is Journal of Regret. Running out of rum while drifting at the Red Sea has really made me red with regret, it reads. I don't know what kind of voyage it was, but it doesn't seem very regretful. I think that's it? There might be something right here. This is a fire alarm. Let me say in advance. It's not a dessert. It's the real deal. You press that, an alarm will sound. Security will be contacted. I understand that you want to press it to see what happens. But please restrain yourself. Oh, I didn't particularly feel like pressing it. Because you're the defense attorney. I don't think being a defense attorney has anything to do with it. He just wants to press it. Well, I think we found everything that we can here. That also means next time, we should go be looking elsewhere in this investigation. Until then, though, thank y'all for watching. Sayonara. Bye-bye.